In the name of Jesus, from South America, they're coming here. They're coming here. They're coming here. They're coming here. From Africa. Pika hata anda ato. I hear the sound of victory. Pika hata anda ato. I hear the sound of victory. I hear the sound of victory. I hear the sound of
winning, winning, winning.
Pika hata anda ato.
Winning, winning, winning.
Pika hata anda ato. Oh, la bata rata ande eke eke maka.
They want to go out and they want to touch, they want to vote. I'm working my ass off here. I'm soaking wet already. Suppression balls. You can't hold them. I'm soaking wet already. Suppression balls. Now, yesterday we had 3 big ones, really big. Suppression balls. Hey, don't give me the umbrella. I'm soaking wet already. But they put numbers, you know, they're called suppression. Suppression balls. They make you, like, feel badly. So you say to your wife or you say to your husband, darling, let's go out to dinner and then we'll come back. We love our president. But, you know, the polls say he can't win. Well, right now we're leading in almost everywhere. We're leading. Well, I'm soaking wet already. Suppression balls. Red wave. I'm soaking wet already. Suppression balls.
Should I play this? This is one of the most vile callers we have. Take a listen to this. I have not pre-screened this, so let me just warn you. This may not be suitable for children.
Hey, little prickless. Now that your hero is there, are you going to sit there in your little kimono and wear your little hat, lace? Because it's going to be called No Free Speech, Red Chinese Communist Speech. But you can't have pork because you might offend the Ayatollahs. After all, they're going to love this too. They're going to make a bomb and I hope they drop it right on your freaking ass. But you can't have pork. But you can't have pork. But you can't have pork. I'd like to stick that microphone right up your ass. You can't have pork. 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 You guys are a bunch of lying, cheating bastards. If you didn't cheat, you wouldn't win.
This is highly triggered. This is an extremely triggered individual.
You're an asshole. Flap around like a freaking chicken. Flap around like a freaking chicken. But you can't have pork. But you can't have pork.
Moment of the sexual experience will ask the young lady, who's your daddy?
This should be remixed. If Officer Akimov is watching, this could be the next remix masterpiece, because just wait till you see what happens here. Oh, Officer Akimov is here. That's beautiful.
Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy?
I'm joined today by Pastor James David Manning.
Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? No, I'm a Christian. Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy?
I'm joined today by Pastor James David Manning.
Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? A long-legged Mac Daddy is the most successful pimp on planet Earth. To reverence the Word of God, to trust it, to preach it, to teach it, loads and loads of money and tons of lies.
And we will be
loads and loads of money and tons of lies.
What happened in prison that brought you to Jesus? What happened in prison that brought you to Jesus?
George Bush Sr. and George Bush Jr. have been penetrated by at least 100 men in their anus area. 100,000, 200,000 strong. I didn't do it. That's not my problem. So I got down on my knees. I didn't do it, but I was tempted.
Sounds like quite an evening.
Loads and loads of money and tons of lies. Loads and loads of money and tons of lies. Loads and loads of money and tons of lies.
Uh-oh. Mangoes?
My bag of mangoes.
Uh-oh.
I love mangoes too.
9 cents. Okay. Now that we are up under a Biden's regime, my bag of mangoes now costs $11.99.
That seems like a pretty good deal. A bag of mangoes? Aren't mangoes like $3 each? That's it. I want what, $8 or $11? That sounds good.
The American people alive. And highway robbery is what you're doing. Bring my mangoes back down. My bag of mangoes. My bag of mangoes.
Mangoes?
My bag of mangoes. Bring my mangoes back down. Raise the price of fruit. Don't raise the price of fruit. Don't raise the price of fruit. Bring my mangoes back down.
The Wisconsin crowd identified with the mangoes.
Unfortunately affected the American people. Those who want me to be healthy, healthy. Those who want me to be healthy. It's highway robbery is what you're doing. Don't raise the price of fruit. Don't raise the price of fruit. Don't raise the price of fruit. Don't raise the price of
Mangoes? All right, what a special day, and we will have some fruit on the program a little bit later on today. I really appreciate you joining me. Super Chat's still partially broken. They will show up, but it's all a little bit different today. I do want to start with a little bit of a public service announcement. As many of you know, I am a big fan of the French chef Jacques Pepin, who I think makes some of the most compelling videos on the internet. And because of his recent popularity, I mean, I guess during the pandemic, a lot of people watching Jacques and watching his videos, people are home cooking, etc., and the like such as. So Jimmy Fallon decided to invite Jacques Pepin to do his famous omelet technique on the program. And it just fell so flat that I ended up feeling really bad for the chef because, first of all, it wasn't even really clear that Jimmy Fallon knew who Jacques Pepin was, and like there wasn't nearly enough time for the segment, and it's like Jacques Pepin's 85. You made him drive to New York in from Connecticut for such a chaotic segment where you're talking over him, and like it really made me upset. You know, it really did. And I'm not going to play it because I think NBC or whatever channel Jimmy Fallon's on, I think they're pretty aggressive from the standpoint of copyright. But anyway, if you guys want to take a look at it, it bummed me out a little bit. It did, because it could have the segment could have been so much more, so much more. All right, welcome everybody. We are going to go through the full Alex Jones situation.
Oh, the bonus show where you want to make money, but everybody else that makes money to fund themselves is bad.
Right. So anyway, we're going to talk about all of it, but as many of you know, now the bonus show has been attacked by Alex Jones. He has called me a predator. I now have all of these different elements.
Thank your lucky stars every day you're not Dave Pacman.
Right, exactly. So we're going to go through all of it, including the oranges of the whole Alex Jones thing, and I'll tell some behind-the-scenes stories about him and different things. We are going to look at Bill O'Reilly's new show, and I can't tell you how boring it is. I can't even hate it because it's just so milquetoast. And we're going to do... I'm thinking about doing another, what I call a happy brigade, where we brigade a small YouTube channel the way we did with Toon. And it's brigading in the positive sense. We show up and we subscribe and we leave comments saying we're here with love from the David Pacman Show. And I'm thinking about doing another one. People have been clamoring, what's the next small channel I will support of someone I know? And I have one queued, but I'm kind of going back and forth as whether today is the day. Okay, here's a super chat. Sir, I want to re-up my membership, but I'm worried about the FBI learning of my use of the dangerous discount code. What should I do? Wait about 30 minutes, and then I'm going to have a new code for you that you can use, which apparently is impervious to the FBI. So we're going to get to that. All right, let me thank a few people on Twitch, and then we're going to get into the first video. Sweet Thang is a new Twitch subscriber. Elevated Disc Golf, The Hoosier Daddy, Browncoat Loki, and Physicist have all made Twitch Prime subscriptions, which I can't tell you how much I appreciate. We are in the first hype train of February. I'm open to both. And we've got about 80 seconds left to get to level 3. So I say we do it. I also want to say thanks to Stephen Scawthorne for signing up on my website. And Leedy Lobotomy. Leedy is also a new member on my website. That is numbers 6 and 7.
Oh, the bonus show where you want to make money. Everybody else that makes money to fund themselves is bad.
Right. BW Rock says, happy 38th DP. Thanks for the years of informative and entertaining shows. You know what's really funny? All year round, people wish me happy birthday via Super Chat, and it's not my birthday. It is actually my birthday today. It is legitimately my birthday, and you can confirm that via Wikipedia, as they say. Thanks to Sterling Lana also for gifting 2 subs via Twitch. I appreciate that. Also, Ferret Queen, happy birthday, David. Do you think infection rates will get low enough to lift mask mandates for vaxxed soon? Yes, I do. I think we're about 3 weeks from that, to be perfectly frank. Other people, Eileen is signing up, and different people are doing all sorts of different things. And lastly, thank you to Christine Boehner for signing up at joinpacman.com. You are new member number 10. All right, let's get right into it.
Oh, the bonus show where you want to make money. Everybody else that makes money to fund themselves is bad.
Okay, Alex Jones is now very triggered by me. He did an attack video on me. What is so funny and kind of sad is Alex Jones, I don't really know where he's even on anymore because he's been banned from most proper platforms. So one place he exists is banned.video. That's the website. It's called banned.video. And after 2.5 days, the video has only 25,000 views. My reaction video has 325,000 views. Now, I know many of you will say, well, you're giving him publicity. No, I'm not, because nobody can see him anywhere. Okay. So anyway, he's on banned.video and some other website called BitchHute. I don't even know what these platforms are, but I'm sure they are self-proclaimed free speech platforms. Let's jump into the video and we'll look at all of it. Thanks to Mr. Blokesmunts for the message. Happy birthday, fellow Aquarius. Saturday's rally did not disappoint. JD Straightshot says, what if Alex finds out about the criminally dangerous discount codes and charged pickles? He can have at it. And Danny Thompson sending a $38 super chat on my 38th birthday. I sent a super chat last year. Well, more like many. Here is this year's celebratory chat. Here's the challenge. Match my super chat or grab a website subscription. Yeah, if we want to do all iterations of 38, like 3801, 3802, etc., we will do it all. Oh, and thanks to Toolfan and Jen here for the Twitch subs. So many things are happening that I'm struggling to get going. Ra Wanau Ia. Is that happy birthday in maybe an indigenous New Zealand language? Ra Wanau Ia. Jeez. Happy birthday. May this year bring all the calzones and uncharged pickles. Hold on. Do I have calzones here?
By the way, how are the calzones?
Right. And congratulations for not falling off the Earth during your 38th orbit around the sun. Thank you. Birthday twins, 2/2/22. It's my birthday as well. Happy birthday to you, Talissa. Sir, happy birthday. Thank you for your excellent coverage and reminding us of our wives' airborne status. Yes, very, very important.
Sir, your wife is up in the air.
A lot of our audience's spouses are up in the air. David, do you believe Alex Jones says, do you think Alex Jones believes the BS he says on his show? I actually don't. Doesn't make it any less bad, but I actually don't. All right, let's get right into video number 1.
Look at that. That is a frickin' predator right there.
Right.
Who thinks he's smarter than you, thinks he's better than you, and he's going to beat you, he thinks. Pac-Man never talked to the New World Order. Pac-Man never tried to get hired by the Kissinger Group because Pac-Man's a loser. He's a sellout. He's not a real man. He's not a knight at the round table. He didn't actually have a real discussion with the power structure he worships. See, I said no to the evil power structure.
It's hard to imagine that anyone could believe this crap, you know?
Not because I was a hero, but because I had God. I had a connection to the infinite. I knew this was a failure. This was not good.
It would be great if Alex Jones debated Jesse Lee Peterson, where Jesse Lee would be like, David's a beta. And Alex Jones would be like, no, he's a dangerous predator. And they'd have to figure it out.
I didn't join with God and justice because I was a good person. I did it because I had discernment and wanted to be with God.
A disturbing image. Also, by the way, a lot of people in the chat say like that this segment from Alex Jones is hard to follow. Yeah, I have no idea why he's even upset.
So now we look at the spirit of Judas Iscariot, betraying themselves, betraying humanity, serving Soros, serving Schwab, serving Biden, serving Fauci. And then I've got some more news I want to hit here.
By the way, how is he like a bodybuilder or is he just overweight? I know it's sort of out of school, but I am fascinated by the physical evolution. Like, I think Alex Jones is only 2 years older than me. How old is he? Oh, no. Oh, my God. No, he's like 10 years older than me. Yeah, but doesn't he look much more than 10 years older than me? Like, it's just a very strange evolution.
So this is just a snapshot of the bizarreness of acting like a tape call is a call and then nodding with it and talking to it.
Now, you guys know that we play voicemails on the show, but we also take live calls. We take live calls at least once a week, and people are able to ask me about anything. Anything. We don't even screen it. You can ask me about anything. So I'm not pretending the voicemails are live calls. It's just a voicemail segment. That's what it is.
Because you're so scared to actually talk to people.
Scared.
And give them the power of being live.
We open the phone lines and people can ask about anything they want.
Jones has fake callers. Jones has fake reviews because they're fake, because they rig everything, because they're so scared they got to control it all. And then to hear, because we can show you the Rasmussen poll, nobody wants to put you in a camp that's a Democrat. Nobody wants to arrest you. Nobody wants to have political prisoners. No.
Like at this point, I already have no idea what he's talking about. I don't know how this even relates to me.
The Republicans that support Trump, who are the ragtag group trying to get back control of the country. But could we get martial law to Republicans? Absolutely. Could that party be just as bad with neocons running it? Yes. But the neocons are allied with the Democrats. They're the ones pushing all this on record. Here it is.
I don't know how this relates to me.
Voicemail number. That number is 219-2David P. Here's a voicemail I received with a very practical
Like, why is that even funny? Why is the number funny?
question about if it came time to leave the country, would you still be able to leave the country? It's a very good question.
Hi, David. I just heard you say on the stream that if the United States becomes a full-blown dictatorship...
Like, I'm not pretending it's a live call. It literally says voicemail line. How am I pretending it's live?
By 2024,
yeah,
you will be leaving the country. So I've been thinking about this a lot myself. And is it too late? If you wait until it's a full-blown dictatorship, will you even be able to leave the country? If you're that concerned about it happening, should you be making plans to...
My segment, which says voicemail line, is me pretending it's a live caller.
Leave before it goes full-blown dictatorship?
Yeah, this is a fair question, which is like...
All right, hit pause. Back it up 5 seconds. I'm not going to edit this. I want you to hear it in congruity.
Isn't it sad? I feel bad for Alex Jones that he's like... If it's sad that I'm reacting to voicemails, how sad is it that Alex Jones is reacting to me reacting to voicemails on a website called BitchHute, right? I mean, like, what are the layers here?
They admit, and I've played the clips from the Davos group, the UN, all of it, that it's a world ID where you won't be able to travel or leave your house, quote, 1/2 foot if you don't have the vaccine passport. And I have a whole stack of articles I'll show you about that. And they're saying that Republicans are the ones that passed the law to put kill switches in all the cars, which is now law. And, I mean, the Republicans are...
I don't know how this relates to the voicemail. I genuinely have no idea.
Horrible, weak, pathetic, cowardly folks on average. I don't like them. But they're not the people in the driver's seat like the Democrats. And imagine, though, this fear porn. Though the Trump supporters are going to have a dictatorship. Are you kidding? George Soros has got almost every district attorney.
By the way, it is not lost on me that there are serious anti-Semitic undertones here for sure.
An attorney general under his control. And you sit there and act like you're not the establishment. That is a lie on its face. Continue with this garbage.
This is a fair question, which is like, if things completely changed overnight in the U.S., and all of a sudden no one was allowed to leave, the plan of saying, I will stay if and until it gets really bad doesn't work, because if it got so bad, you wouldn't be allowed to leave. I don't, you know, when we talk about the Canadian political scientists who said the U.S. could be
Yeah,
a
back it up
dictatorship.
5 seconds. No, exactly. No. Let's say you've got the media, you've got the universities, you've got the military, you've got the banks, you've got Hollywood, and you're like, hey, don't worry, you don't need to leave. We're raping America really good. We got drag queen story time going on, okay? We got devaluation of the dollar. We got Cloward pivot. We're gutting this bitch. We're revolutionaries. We're alpha males. We're going to screw this country like a tied billy goat. That's a little translation. The exhilaration of joining with
Does anybody know what he's talking about?
the evil, the exhilaration of joining with the UN, the exhilaration of joining with Klaus Schwab, the exhilaration of you're a team player. You get lots of money now. Let's continue.
U.S. could be a dictatorship by 2030 or whatever else the case may be. I believe that it would be a continued slow slide in that direction. And I am counting on the
More projection. That's what they're doing to us.
that I would have time to get out if such a time came. What is his criticism of me? Now, would I, if it's so slow that the frog doesn't realize it's getting burned, right?
Total projection.
Would I know when it's time to leave? These are all fair questions, but I don't think it would be like an overnight, no more
Pause
flights
again.
out.
So they're doing this to us. Classical corporate takeover, censorship, debanking, arrest, tyranny, collapsing. And then he's talking about them as victims. Talk about a fantasy. Talk about a simulation. He's in his own, but he knows it's not a simulation. He loves this for his little groveling followers that actually drink this Kool-Aid.
That's you guys, by the way, that he's talking about. So this segment is not only about me. This is about all of you. He's talking about all of you guys. That's everybody on Twitch and YouTube and Facebook, TikToks. Yeah, not enough of you are groveling is the problem I would have, actually. There needs to be more groveling, please.
Let's continue.
But maybe some people in the audience have a different perspective. On the bonus show today, we will talk about the 5G.
Oh, that's enough. Oh, the bonus show where you want to make money, but everybody else that makes money to fund themselves is bad.
The attack on the bonus show is maybe the best moment in the history of this program. I think if we were to talk about the top moments ever on the show, they would be when Anonymous hacked Westboro Baptist Church, right? I mean, I think that has to be a top moment. Man, I don't even know what the other moment, are there even good moments on this show? I don't even know. What else would be up there? I guess that and this. I mean, it's kind of sad. I don't know. I mean, the insurrection stream, I know what you guys are saying, but it was such like a sad event. I don't know. Anyway, it's hard to imagine a better moment than the attack on the bonus show.
If I was telling my children who not to be, it's that guy.
Right.
I mean, he's a disgrace. And I don't say that like, God, I feel good about myself. No, he makes me feel pathetic.
Good.
Look at those eyes, man. That dude is gone, ladies and gentlemen. Thank your lucky stars every day you're not Dave Pacman.
Oof, that's a cautionary tale.
Look at that. That is a frickin' predator right there. Who thinks he's smarter than you, thinks he's better than you, and he's going to beat you, he thinks.
I'm gone.
No, Joe Rogan and Bill Maher, they're all smarter than you, big man. Because, you know, they've played both sides, but now they know who's going to win. You're on the wrong side of history.
I guess that applies to you guys, too. Like, I'm interpreting everything he's saying also applies to you guys. Like it's collectively, we're all on the wrong side, according to him.
And I'm so sorry for what's going to happen to you by your own decisions.
Oof.
But he's an archetype.
Archetype. I build arcs.
A sample out of the fetid latrine or cesspool that is the system. That's the vanguard. That's the stay behind network. That's the scorched earth leavings they've got as the globalists back off to armored fortresses.
Uh-oh, he said globalist, internationalist, Trotskyite socialists, unlike Obama, Trudeau, Macron, and the rest of these Zio beasts.
Oh, the bonus show where you want to make money, but everybody else that makes money to fund themselves is bad.
Okay.
And dig into their underground bases, literally. You think the people that have the underground bases call up people like Pac-Man? No.
Interestingly, I mean, I can't even really talk about that. I shouldn't even be opening up the door. But he's wrong about that. He's wrong about that. The underground base, the people with the underground bases not calling me thing. I'm not even allowed to tell you guys how wrong that is right now.
Pac-Man never talked to the New World Order. Pac-Man never tried to get hired by the Kissinger Group because Pac-Man's a loser. He's a sellout. He's not a real man. He's not a knight at the round table. He didn't actually have a real discussion with the power structure he worships. See, I said no to the evil power structure. Not because I was a hero, but because I had God. I had a connection to the infinite. I knew this was a failure. This was not good. I didn't join with God in justice because I was a good person. I did it because I had discernment and wanted to be with God.
Right.
Mr. Pac-Man is not with God.
I guess this is all because I'm Jewish. It seems at the end of the day.
And he is everything you don't want to be.
What a day. What are these websites? Band.video, futurenews.news. It's bizarre.
I want to tell you about a sale that we've just launched, especially if you have not properly prepped for a disaster. 10% off all storable foods at InfoWarsStore.com.
There you go.
Insurance you can eat. The globalists have crept out of the shadows and are now openly trying to destabilize the entire planet. And in my opinion, now is the most crucial time to stock up on storable food and get ready.
Right. So it's not even a 12-minute segment because 4 minutes is selling red beans, I guess.
Saved time and money later, not to mention insurance you can eat in a crisis. 10% off all storable food right now.
10%. Hard to turn that deal down. All right, guys. So that's that. That's the full Alex Jones segment, and it's completely and utterly insane. But in celebration of the insanity that me triggering Alex Jones is, we have a new coupon code because he called me a predator, and that code is Predator22. First person to use it on my website gets a free item from the online store, t-shirt, hat, mug, whatever you want. First person to use it, Predator22 at joinpacman.com. I'll keep an eye on who's first, and you'll get a free item. And that includes the world famous and frequently attacked bonus show.
Oh, the bonus show where you want to make money, but everybody else that makes money to fund themselves is bad.
Right. Exactly right. Okay. Hillary says, happy birthday, fellow Aquarius. I think the photos picked of you are handsome shots. Yeah, I don't exactly look evil in the pictures that Alex Jones pics of me, right? I mean, it's like these are not exactly, they're sort of like schoolboy pictures to some degree. David, sir, please make Thank God I Am Not David Pakman shirts. I know I should.
Thank your lucky stars every day you're not Dave Pakman.
Right. So I've got that on the soundboard, and I also have Mexelco.
Mexico and we will ban men.
Right. So I have all of those different things now on the soundboard, which is really, really exciting stuff. Okay. Let me get, okay. So we're going to get next to the Sam Seder analysis of the Alex Jones thing. But before we do that, Jimmy from Philly had a perspective on the Alex Jones thing. Here is Jimmy from Philly's opinion about it.
David, Jimmy from Philly. What? So I watched the Alex Jones thing. He spanked you a new ass.
Now, do any of us believe that Jimmy knows what Alex was talking about? Because none of us have any idea what Alex Jones was talking about. But somehow we're supposed to believe Jimmy understood what that insane rant was all about?
Oh, God, that was good. Oh, David. And you're talking about, like, leaving the country. Are you that afraid? You should be. Because all that bullshit you propagated to your 15-year-old audience, David, take your $124 million and fucking go to some fucking Spanish country or something. Yeah, that'll...
How many Spanish countries are there? I guess just Spain, right? Like, that's the only Spanish country. Spanish speaking is a different story, but...
Work for you, right? You're Spanish, right?
No, I'm not Spanish. No, I'm Argentinian.
Oh, man. When the shit goes down, David, heads are going to roll. Oh, God.
It's funny because they simultaneously laugh about the idea that people might want or need to leave the country. But then they seem to be saying, when it goes down, heads are going to roll. That's why people call me and they go, David, if you had to leave the country, where would you go? It's, you know, it's really something else. Okay. Oh, wow. Hold on. The first person to use the new coupon code Predator22 and win themselves a free item from the David Pakman Show online store is Richard Clark. Using the coupon code Predator22, you are new member number 13 today. Also joining on my website with the new Alex Jones coupon code.
Oh, the bonus show where you want to make money. Everybody else that makes money to fund themselves is bad.
Matthew Burkhardt is a new member. Scott Labrie, Polly the Pug, Melissa Tarnoff, Chris Veal, Farron Joinby, and Tom Denny, all signing up with the new coupon code Predator22. Also over on Twitch, let's kick up the Twitch stuff. I want to say thanks to regional manager Vader, who says the Mike Pillow interview is high on my list. That is a classic moment from the show. That's a good point. JP DeBeast has re-upped his sub. Soleni Polka King, Ryan Rincon, my friend Sean, Brain Matter, another Ryan Rincon, Sheldon Black, Bran Barbs have all signed up via Twitch and Twitch Prime and related Twitch products, putting us at 29. And lastly, Amanda Wershing is a new member using the coupon code Predator22.
Oh, the bonus show where you want to make money. Everybody else that makes money to fund themselves is bad.
Right. Happy birthday, David. Hope you have a great day. Also, do you recommend any place to eat out in Buenos Aires? Oh my God, there are so many restaurants, but so many things have closed during the pandemic. I couldn't recommend any specific places right now. But the food is fantastic in Buenos Aires, and I highly recommend it. Okay, let's go now to Sam Seder, commenting on the Alex Jones thing today. He did a whole thing about it.
We've talked about this in the past. As you know, we sit in front of custom-made backdrops, both Emma and I.
Yeah, who custom made by yours truly.
Well, I should say customized. Uh-huh. Because they are IKEA panels that I customized.
Okay.
By putting a gel behind it and some lights, and then got some stickers and put them on. Took a lot of work, a lot of ingenuity, a lot of imagination, a lot of effort, and it was stolen from me. Stolen right out from behind me by that man. You can see the panels there.
And then he
he's taunting you.
Yeah,
taunting.
He glossed it up too. Like look what I can do. I've got a vertical
TV
monitor.
screen.
TV. Yeah, I mean, right.
Absolutely.
And I don't know if he knows, but the blue, go back to that. The blue doesn't even match what it is on the TV, but never mind. That's not the point. It is about time that someone called this guy out for the stealing of my panels.
Yeah.
And that almost happened when Alex Jones called him out the other day. Play this clip.
Unlikely ally.
Yeah.
Look at that. That is a frickin' predator right there. He thinks he's smarter than you, thinks he's better than you, and he's going to beat you, he thinks. Pac-Man never talked to the New World Order. Pac-Man never tried to get hired by the Kissinger Group because Pac-Man's a loser. He's a sellout. He's not a real man. He's not a knight at the round table. He didn't actually have a real discussion
All
with
right,
the power
now,
structure he
see,
worships.
this is what I have been saying for years. You can't come and take this idea for a backdrop when you're not a knight at the round table.
This is our Excalibur. Don't you understand?
You are weak. You don't deserve this panel. You're not, you don't, you've never unsheathed the sword. You have.
Not a euphemism.
You have no idea. You wouldn't know Guinevere if she was sitting across the table from you. You have no armor.
Wait, are there people in the chat who don't recognize that this is all a joke? It saddens me that there are people who think this is for real. I've had conversations off air with Sam where we go, it's crazy that people think this is for real, isn't it? And we're like, yeah, it's crazy. It's really crazy.
And no
You're
honor.
defenseless. You would never be sent into battle by Kissinger. That's all that. You predator preying on my set. You preyed on my set. What else? Keep playing. This is completely nonsensical. I don't know why he attacked it.
When I was texting with Sam about this, he also couldn't understand why that silly voicemail clip was what triggered Alex Jones. It doesn't make any sense. Like, you'd think, if anything, one of my clips about Alex Jones would be what triggers him.
After Pac-Man, but it's hilarious.
I said no to the evil power structure. Not because I was a hero, but because I had God. I had a connection to the intellect. I knew this was a failure. This was not good. I didn't join with God and justice because I was a good person.
No.
I did it because I had discernment and wanted to be with God.
All right, now go forward. That was just the promo of the thing or something.
So now we...
Yeah, keep going. Yeah, it doesn't matter where he goes. It's completely nonsensical. So it
betraying
doesn't.
themselves, betraying humanity, serving Soros, serving Schwab, serving
Soros,
Fauci. And then I've got some more news I want to hit here. So this is just a snapshot of the bizarreness of acting like a tape call is a call, and then nodding with it and talking to it because you're so scared to actually talk to people and give them the power of being live. That's what the left always claims. Jones has fake callers. Jones has fake reviews because they're fake, because they rig everything, because they're so scared.
Apparently what Pac-Man does is he has voicemails that he plays voicemails on his show. We take calls.
But, I mean, remember when Alex Jones...
Because I am a member of the Knights of the Round Table.
I'm a very religious guy, actually.
God is with me.
Yeah, I'm heavenly person.
Emma.
Not because it's the good thing to do, but because God's fucking cool.
I didn't want to. He just chose me. Not because I'm a hero. Just because I won the lottery.
Is that God stuff, is that a new emphasis, or has he always sort of been doing that?
I also wonder if it doesn't have something to do with Pac-Man's Soros backing, if you know what I'm saying.
Right.
You know, if you go in and see any of the comments underneath Jones's thing.
Yes.
It is very, very specific. A lot of comments are dealing with the fact that Pac-Man is Jewish. It's odd.
That's odd.
It's so odd.
It is, like, your point about Alex Jones, like, the CIA would have created him if he didn't exist. And who knows, like, he's the perfect vessel for God. No, for like conspiracy theorizing that like you make it all about the Jews as opposed to
Right.
capitalists.
Right.
And then you make it about media members too, like
not a structure of capitalism. It is the Bilderberger Group, and of course the Jews who run the mannequins there.
Yeah, you make a conspiracy out of like Vince Foster instead of what neoliberal capitalism is doing in the
That's right.
90s.
Yeah. David Pakman dragged this set into the park. Left it there, buried. Dragged my set in there. Yep. So there you go. David Pakman. I can't. I mean, I watched the video, and to be honest with you, I couldn't quite make out what exactly it was that Alex Jones decided. I don't know if that means that like Jones is like, our numbers are down. I want you to pick some Jewish YouTuber.
Right.
Pakman probably went out.
Who's got
first,
1.3 million subscribers.
No, but like this is what happened.
Hey, whoa, hold on. 1.4 million now. Now, see, that's an attack. We can't have that. That's erasing 100,000 of you guys. We can't have any of this one. We're not going to do the 1.3 business now. Soon to be 1.5, please.
Happened when we did that video on him. He didn't do it, or we did that. Right? Yeah. No, it was a video like about Brad Wallace and Sam Harris, right?
What do you
mean? Not remember this?
No.
Then he covered our.
We talked about
Alex Jones did? Oh yeah. Oh, he got confused. Yeah, I forgot about that.
He didn't understand that. He thought we were interviewing Sam Harris.
I'm confused by this, by the voicemails and the all the different voices coming from different places.
Sensory overload.
God did not choose me to understand what's going on. That's it. Bring back Sam Cedar's set. That's what we want to hear. That's what I want. Now, damn it.
I mean,
One World Order.
Yeah, the way Sam does the voice does seem like it would be bad for your voice and throat. I try to do it, I do it in this way where I'm not doing that thing. Globalist, internationalist, Trotskyite socialists, unlike Obama, Trudeau, Macron, and the rest of these Zio beasts. Somehow I'm doing it in a way that doesn't hurt my throat.
You have to accept people.
Hoarding all of the panels.
We have to accept, like, when somebody becomes de-radicalized and comes to the right side of the political spectrum, we have to accept them.
Yep.
Doesn't matter who it is, including Alex Jones joining the Majority Report in the fight against David
Yes,
Pakman.
we will accept the allyship, and this fight will not end until every one of those panels is destroyed.
Right.
I want to see it on air. I want to see proof of destruction of the panels.
Perhaps with Excalibur.
Yes. I want him.
What is Excalibur anyway? Is that pulling a sword out of a stone? Is that Excalibur? I don't even know what that means.
I want a sword, a massive saber stuck through every one of those panels, shattered. All right, let's get to.
Okay. By the way, I do want to tell you guys something, and I'm telling you this for real right now. Actually, hold on. Let me thank a few people, and then I'm going to reveal something here. Fast N, ain't life a horror or a hara, as Bernie would say. Christian Pewter, I FIFO, Matthew Weavesley, and then 5 gifted subs from Jay Tandaway puts us at 40, which is a really strong place to be. And then massive dumps of website memberships. I want to say thanks to Christine Gower, as well as Jenner Dangers, Ryan Rincon, Michael Blaylock, and John Hall, as well as Matt Fisher, all using the new coupon code Predator22. And these are the oranges of that coupon code.
Look at that. That is a frickin' Predator right there.
So Predator22 is the coupon code. A while since we've updated the set. We are working on working on totally redesigning the set here. And if we do that, I might burn/blow up this entire set, or we could look at maybe donating it to the Smithsonian or something like that. If they would want it as, you know, just a reminder of this dark time in independent media history. But I would be willing to consider something funny with the set. Like maybe, how big is the screen? I think this is a 46. I believe this is a 46. I would consider, for example, we do an auction where it goes up by $1 and the top person gets to put a sign, which we will order huge, and then burn everything. We'll put the sign on the panels and then burn the entire thing with the message that is the winning message. Yeah, I don't know. I'm open to different ideas. But in the meantime, so you guys can send me ideas on what to do when we're ready to get rid of this set. And then also, what else? Maybe I would do Excalibur. Maybe I would get a saber and puncture this thing. So we could look at that. Maybe I'll send him back to Sam. That's a good idea too. And then I don't know that I have too much to say about the new set yet, but we are looking at something pretty clean and modern, which might include bringing in a brick wall. We might do an angled brick wall, which might actually be on casters, so it could be moved in and out. And then we're actually, there's a window behind that, so we could even be looking out the window. And then so like when it's snowing versus when it's sunny, we would have kind of like a more seasonal element to it. Might have to put some film on the window for it to display correctly, because things can get weird with cameras when you've got backlight. So we're going to look at that. And then over here, we may even get, like, we have the new logo. Actually, the logo down there, that's not even the new logo. We need a new, we haven't even updated it. There is a new logo. Let me see if it's here. It's not. Anyway, the new logo, we might get done in metal. And we would put it over here on this. So anyway, it's a totally different look. I don't know. It's something we're thinking about. But when it comes time, we might do a ceremonial destruction of this set at some point in time. Okay? Few super chats coming in. David, I love you, but you're the least threatening predator I have ever seen. Beta. Exactly. Is Pac-Man part of the socialist, elitist, soy boy, Carhartt wearing culture? Sure. But he never took part in an insurrection. That's true. That's absolutely true. And lastly, thank you to Paul Doherty for signing up with the coupon code Predator22. Okay. Let me get to a few other things. Hold on. What do I have here? Oh, okay. This is kind of more sad than anything else. Bill O'Reilly and Lou Dobbs both lost their shows. Why did Lou Dobbs lose his? He just said something crazy, right? Bill O'Reilly, I think it was for sexual assault allegations. But what was it that Lou Dobbs said something and they kicked him off the air? Do you guys remember? Yeah, I know, guys. We're not going to burn anything. Everything's going to be safe. Don't worry. Anyway, Lou Dobbs and Bill O'Reilly both lost their shows. Okay. So now Bill O'Reilly has a show, I guess, just on his website. And he invited Lou Dobbs. And it's so boring. It's just like two old guys yelling, "Get off my lawn," talking about, like, it's hard. What they're saying is dumb, but I don't even care. I feel nothing. Like when I used to watch Bill O'Reilly, I would go, wow, that's really weaponized. That's really bad. But now when I watch this, I'm like, who even cares? Nobody's listening. It's just, this is the most boring show ever. Check this out.
Should the government be worried that there's 10 million vacant jobs, or does it matter?
Well, not to the government. The government right now can't do much more. I mean, think about where we are. We've got $8.5 trillion on the balance sheet of the Fed. We've got a deficit that's over $1 billion. This year, we're going to
trillion. Yeah, it's crazy because it's like they've been yelling about all the exact same stuff for 30 years now. It's always, we're on the verge, guys. This sound money and all these different things. And guys, listen, you know, my background is in economics. There's real economic questions around debt, deficit for sure. But It's the exact same complaints for 30 years, and they just go nowhere. And now it's just sort of they're throwing bouquets at each other.
To have another.
I think it's isn't it over $1 trillion deficit or billion? Is it a B or a T?
Did I say billion? I meant
Yeah.
trillion.
Okay.
And we're looking at $2 trillion for the next year and a half as well. We're on our way, as you pointed out, to $33 trillion in debt on an economy that is.
Wow, what an analysis. I haven't heard this analysis from every sort of like right-wing media figure for 30 years. And yet it never goes anywhere.
By the way, that'll make us larger than our economy and our debt. And it's as you said, unsustainable. And there's no secret about it. Even Janet Yellen, the Treasury Secretary, has to be able to convey that reality to Joe Biden, but apparently not, because he wants $5 trillion worth of it.
Wow, what an incisive critique, guys.
We're going to spend more money, and more money. Okay, but I'm writing about the folks now. So you got 10 trillion. So anybody who wants to work can work. Wages are rising very, very fast. Yeah. All right, $1.33 in 1 year on average.
Now notice that they don't praise Biden for that. This is absolutely fascinating. All of Trump's presidency, he was bragging about wages rising. Wages, the blacks and the Hispanics and the Asians, they have higher wages. The wages were going up for the same reason that they're going up now, which is a combination of employees having a little more market power to negotiate. Part of the reason the wages are going up is because people are saying, well, I'm demanding better conditions. And also because of minimum wage increases to some degree. So under Trump, it was great that wages were going up. Now it's like, wages are up. This is not sustainable.
Average wage is $31 an hour, which is pretty damn good. All right.
Now, I don't know where that number comes from. That may be averaging in, it doesn't even matter.
That's right.
So wages are doing well, and that's what the Biden administration is pointing to. Like, the economy's go, 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 go. Now, they don't talk a lot about inflation that eats up most of the wages, but how do you balance that?
The balance and point of fact right now is in favor of labor without question. And by the way, it's overdue. We went through 25 years, Bill, in this country where wages were stagnant.
Oh, now that's a good point. Okay, no, now Lou Dobbs is making a good point. I like that now. Now he's saying, yeah, the wage increases are overdue. Okay, wait, credit to Lou Dobbs where credit is due. I still don't care about the segment, but it's something.
25 years for the middle class and those immediately trying to work into the middle class.
Well, based and blue-pilled.
And we are looking at really a solution to a huge problem, and that is a lack of equity in our income for wages primarily in the workforce. And that is working through. This is an economy, a market that's actually doing what it should. Now, there has to be a point at which we get to equilibrium, as the economists like to call it.
All right.
Where is that? Is that a year from now, 2 years? But meanwhile, we have another issue, which is the senior citizens in this country who are living in part on their Social Security, who have investments that are being depreciated because of high inflation. So that too is going to have to be watched. But the truth is there's not much we can do.
All right. So the Lou Dobbs analysis is marginally less crazy than I thought. However, I assume that the solutions he would propose, I don't agree with. But the whole point here is it's very hard to feel like, when we watch crazy Fox segments and Tucker, it's like, I feel like, wow, that's really bad. So we need to do something about that. That's terrible. What he's saying, we got to fight. With this, it's like, yeah, let them say whatever they want. I don't know. No one's really even watching this stuff. It's just kind of, it's depressing in some sense. Okay, you guys want to do, a brigade? Should we do a brigade right now? I do have a new brigade to announce. Let me see if I can find. The last brigade that we did was the Toon YouTube channel, which I believe when we announced the brigade, Toon, it's a Thai cooking channel. This guy I know, great channel. I think he was at like 1,500 subscribers, and we got thousands and thousands of new subscribers for Toon. I have a new brigade to announce. Now, I want to warn you guys. This is a brigade of a channel with, hold on, let me see. This is a brigade of a channel with 17 subscribers. So we potentially are going to wreak total havoc on a friend of mine. And here's the deal. Yes, and I remember the Twitter brigade. We once Twitter brigaded my friend Michael Cusack on Twitter. He has a cannabis magazine, and he had it set up where his phone would buzz every time he got a Twitter follower, and you guys literally woke him up from a nap. It was crazy. So here's the brigade I'm going to announce. A friend of mine who used to be my manager at Circuit City 20 years ago is now in the luxury watch industry, and he has no idea what he's doing yet on YouTube. In his first, he's doing one of these where he tracks. He has like a day in the life type thing. His website is called Crafted Time, and I'll paste the link. He has literally 2 videos and 17 subscribers, and I think we can probably completely blow this up. And I think he still has notifications turned on for every single new subscriber. Now, make sure we do this. Say you're coming with love from the David Pakman Show. Let's just see what we can do. He just launched. His brother is filming for him. They had vertical video in the first episode, and I told him, Roman, we used to know him as the Ukraine train. He's from Ukraine at Circuit City. I said, Roman, you got to get that video horizontal. It's absolutely crazy. All right, we got him to 101 already. He is going to have a ball with this. Let's 157. Man, there it is. Look at that. I mean, like 17 subscribers. It's a wild time. Where are we at? 206. And you got to remember the comments have to say David Pakman sent me, because otherwise maybe we'll send him the old set when we're done with it. That's not a bad idea. 249. We couldn't possibly get him to 1,000, right? I just don't think we have the viewership right now. Probably not. That would be insane. Yeah, this is a positive use of the platform. This is a positive brigade. Look at these numbers. 303. And welcome to everybody coming from Jeff Waldorf's channel on Twitch. Very much appreciate that. We're brigading a friend of mine's new YouTube channel. He had 17 subscribers about a minute ago, and now he's up to 350. I don't know how many people love this stuff, but there's this new format on YouTube. I'm always interested in the trends on YouTube. There's a format where like high-end watch dealers film everything they're doing, and Roman's idea was he's just starting from scratch. He doesn't really know what he's doing yet, and so he actually is filming everything that's going on, and he's got himself the gloves and everything. He's a real character. I have some Roman stories.
Journey of a beginning watch dealer. We got an appointment coming in to look at the Grand Seiko 221.
I know nothing about watches. Like I know literally nothing about watches, but he brings people in. Look at this guy with cash. Who carries around cash like this for what? Like the entire world is just crazy for me. It's completely insane. Anyway, so that's the brigade today, and he's up to 437, 455. Let's see if we can get him to 500, and then we'll move on. And I'm curious. Oh, hold on. Did he already text me? Hold on a second. No, he didn't. He didn't yet. All right. At a certain point, I'm assuming I'm gonna get a text. All right. Very good. People bring the tattoo people bring cash. That's interesting. All right, so there it is, Crafted Time. I'll paste the link a couple more times just for people who don't know what's going on. And then I will let you guys know if I get a message from Roman and see what happens. Did we hit it? 484. We're very, very close. 485. Grand Seiko is one of the greatest watchmakers. Yeah, I don't know anything about. I literally know nothing about watches. 498. Oh my God, I think we're going to do it. I think we're about to do it. People like Grand Seiko. Are we there? 498. There it is. Oh, wow. From 17 to 517. Okay, good. All right. So there's that. Let's move on to a couple of other things. Okay, where do I have here? Oh, I've been asked to do a fruit tier maker. Hold on, let me see. List. Because we know that fruit is a big part of my show. So I will do this. And, I've come out and said that I believe that the Sumo orange is the best citrus fruit that is out there. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but it will give you guys a little bit of a sense of where I am on fruits and various other elements of fruit. Now, is an avocado even a fruit? I believe it is. Avocado a fruit? It is a fruit. Okay. So let's just jump right in. Okay, I'm going to go fruit by fruit. For me, I put avocado. I think it's absolutely fantastic. For me, avocado goes at the top. Avocado toast, very, very hard to beat it. Avocado in salads. It's really hard to beat an avocado. Okay, apple. Apple is a fruit that I have had an apple basically every day for the last 20 years. I prefer green apples, Granny Smith. Now, even though this is a picture of a red apple, I'm still going to put apple at the top. I think it's absolutely extraordinary. It's an extraordinary apple. Okay, bananas. I have loved bananas since I was a kid. When I was 1, I actually had to go on a baby diet. I was going a little too crazy with the bananas, and the pediatrician said, let's limit the bananas to every other day. I consider bananas fantastic, but not at the level of apple and avocado. So I'm going to put banana at A. Is this a blackberry? Can people tell what this even is right here? Is that a blackberry? Do we know? It's a blackberry. Okay. I absolutely love blackberries, but sometimes find them to be a little bit tart. I still consider blackberry to be a very, very strong fruit, and I would put it at A. As you can tell, I like fruit, so I think it's biased up to some degree. Okay, blueberry. This may be controversial. I'm not big on blueberries. I don't dislike them. But it's not, I don't love it the way some people do. So I would put blueberries at B or C. I mean, I think blueberries a C for me, dog. I think that's going to be a C for me. I don't know that I can really in good conscience do it any higher. Cantaloupe. I do like cantaloupe. It's not, I prefer watermelon and I prefer honeydew, I think. So I'm going to put cantaloupe as a B. Cherries, I absolutely love. Love cherries. They can be a little bit hit or miss, but it is a top fruit. I would put cherries at A. Grapes is really tough because there's so many varieties of grapes. I am partial to seedless green, and among the green grapes, the lighter the green, the better. I tend to find the smaller, darker green grapes less good. I like the large, lightest possibly colored ones. And it's just so tough. It really should be broken down by varietal. I'm not a big fan of the cotton candy grapes. Something about it just turns me off. I think it's the smell. Smells very fake. So I would put grapes at I would put grapes as an A. I'm not a big grapefruit guy, I will admit. I'm not a big grapefruit guy. I would put grapefruit, it's really like a B- for me. I'd probably put I'm going to put grapefruit at a C just to be a little bit, dramatic. Guys, do we even need to talk about where mango goes? I don't know that I need to insult the audience in this way. Do I need to talk about where mango goes? I don't even. Okay, yeah, let's just put it. Mango is absolutely perfect fruit. Oranges. So if this was Sumo citrus or a Satsuma mandarin, I think we would be very strongly looking at S tier. Oranges are really hit or miss. Really hit or miss. But it is still, I mean, a good orange, a Tangelo, for example, is a great fruit. Do I put orange at an A or a B? No, I like oranges about as much as cantaloupe. I'm going to put orange at a B. And if we had it further broken down, I think there are some varieties where I would go to A for sure. I am not a big peach guy. And I know that that's sacrilegious to some in the audience. I just can't lie to you guys. I'm not huge on peaches. For me, a peach is below an orange and a cantaloupe. So I think for me, a peach is a C. Ooh, pineapple is a really tough fruit to grade. Pineapple can be so good, and it can also be vile. Like your average pineapple, where would I put it? Oh man, that's really tough. I think for me, a pineapple is a B. I think for me, it's going to be a B. Okay, pomegranate. I want to be really careful not to insult anybody. I don't fully understand the whole pomegranate thing. It's like some people say you just kind of have to suck the flesh off of the seeds. Other people say you bite and eat the seeds. I don't really like eating pomegranate seeds. I don't particularly like pomegranate juice. And so for me, I'm going to put pomegranate at a D. It's just not for me. It's really just not for me. Now, raspberry is a fruit I can really get behind. I'm almost thinking, man, raspberry. I think I have to reorganize. I'm going to move blackberry down to B and put raspberry at A. And here's my thinking, and tell me if you think this thinking makes sense. I like raspberries more than blackberries, but raspberries are not S tier for me. So it seems to me that it's proper to put the raspberry at A and push the blackberry down to B. You don't have to agree with my thinking, but do you at least understand it? Is it internally logical? It's not. Okay. All right. Well, I apologize. Okay. So I'm not a big strawberry guy. I'm just going to put strawberries at B. Strawberries can be good, and sometimes they're not so good. And watermelon, without any question whatsoever, is an S tier fruit. It is absolutely an S tier fruit. Now, when the watermelon's not good, okay, then it's a different story. But at its current, your ideal watermelon, seedless for sure. You know what? People are saying I should really rethink the banana. I don't think you're wrong. I think now I'm going to make some adjustments. I'm pulling banana down. Now I'm second guessing orange. This is a general estimate, guys. Okay, this is a general estimate, and we're missing a number of fruits here. First of all, tomato's a fruit, and we should really have that here. Orange should be broken down by type. For example, I don't love a blood orange. I just don't think it's that good. I just don't think it's that good. Honeydew should be on here. We should have Tangelo, Clementine, Cuties. All of these things should be broken down separately. And if dragon fruit were here, I would put the red dragon fruit at a B, and I would put the yellow, and I'm talking about the outside, I would put the yellow dragon fruit, also known as a yellow pitaya, at an A. Kiwi, I would probably put kiwi at B. Okay, so anyway, this gives you guys just a kind of a sense of it, okay? This is where I am on the standpoint of fruit. Axel says, hard disagree on pineapple. They need A. They're the only fruit angry enough to eat you back, bromelain. I don't know anything about that. Where would I put honeydew? I would probably put honeydew at a B, I think. Kumquats, I had a kumquat. It wasn't that good. I'm not going to lie. Really wasn't that good. All right, let me say thanks to a few people. Confirm, disconfirm, 6LJ, another from Confirm, Disconfirm. Also, Gordon Z. Hall and Vatterett have made Twitch Prime subscriptions, putting us at 52. Over on my website, I want to say thank you to Colin Fraser, who now will have access to the bonus show.
Oh, the bonus show where you want to make money. Everybody else that makes money to fund themselves is bad.
Exactly. All right, let's continue. Back by popular demand, we're going to do another round of Geoguessr. Geoguessr. Let's do it. We are doing classic Geoguessr, and we are doing world Geoguessr. Let's play. All right? Let's play Geoguessr and see where we are. Okay. It is English. This makes me think it's probably the United States, although it looks like cars are driving on the left side of the road, which would push me towards Australia or the United Kingdom. And it indeed says Australian unity. So now I am thinking we are in Australia. We are in Australia. Let's see if we can identify. I mean, I'm not a big Australia expert, so it could be pretty tough to get more specific than that. Let's see. Here is a particular Honda dealership. Peter Stevens Honda. That doesn't really tell me too much. Let's see if we can find some other indication of where we are. Still have 4 minutes. Lori Ogle Motors on Mercer Street. It means nothing to me. It means absolutely nothing to me. The Bell Mercer Motel. Burson Auto Parts. Lucky Strike Gold Prospecting. A gym of some kind. I'm looking for something that would narrow down where we are. Texas Hamburgers. Oh, no. What are they doing to Australia? Texas Pizza House. They have a Texas. Oh, God, there's a KFC. What are they doing to Australia? It is a tragedy what is happening. Let's see what else we've got here. Peter Stevens, a very strong presence here. We've got a Europe car, J car, Qualitool. Looking for any indication of where specifically we might be. The phone number does nothing for me. Whoa, hold on a second. That's not where we need to be right now. Let's see what else we've got. Kia Motors, Winter and Taylor. It's just like a car sales area. Traditional Thai massage. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. It's getting a little bit edgy. Let's see what else we have here. Holden. Sir Charles. We're down to 2 minutes left here. Antiques and Collectibles on Mercer. I really don't have any basis on which I could guess where in Australia we are. Winter and Taylor. All right, so I think in terms of a guess, the bigger cities, I mean, just statistically, there's more stuff in this region, so it makes me think maybe the best educated guess would be right in the middle of these big cities. But there's people talking about Perth. You know, I'm just going to go with my instinct, and I'm going to go right here. Okay, let's see where we're at. Not too bad. Okay, it was Melbourne. Melbourne. 669 kilometers away. Not terrible. Everybody's saying guess Perth would have been much more wrong than I was. Much more wrong than I was. Melbourne. Yeah. Okay. So there is that. Do we want to do one in the United States just as a goof? We only have 50 seconds left. That's the only problem. United States. I think we're allowed to make one guess no matter what. All right. We've got a Prius and a Dodge Ram. 140th. So one thing is when I see streets like, oh wait, what does it say? Hawthorne. Anybody know what Hawthorne means? When I see suburbs or neighborhoods like this with street names like this, I start to think the Midwest, but these trees don't look like Midwest. These trees to me look more like potentially northern Florida. What do you guys think? If we could get to some other area, the low houses, I wish we could see, they really blur out the license plates in a way that makes it very, very tough. Looking to get to a street corner. Here we go. Greville, no parking sign. Oh, wait, what is this? We could find some kind of, the trash cans sometimes can be good clues. Can't tell anything about it. All right, let's go to the corner if we can. Hawthorne and 138th. Vehicle wraps. This corner should give us some information. Oh, 310. Hold on. 310 is California, right? I'm almost positive 310 is California. 310, walk-ins welcome. Okay, so I think we're in California. Let's see what else we have here. Guaranteed credit approval. That could be tough. Let's continue down this way. Noor Benz. 310 is SoCal, right? Like we're not dealing with the top half. We're Redondo smog. So is this Redondo Beach? Let's try Redondo Beach. Okay. Which I believe is just south of LA. Santa Monica. Hold on. It's right around here. Redondo Beach. All right. I'm going with Redondo Beach. Let's see what we got. Oh my God. No, not even. 7 kilometers. Oh, yeah, that's good. Oh, wow. Okay. Guys, we did it. We did it, folks. 7 kilometers. I think we've got to be happy with 7 kilometers, right? That's got to be good. Okay, very good. Good game, everybody. All right, last game for today. We're going to play the higher lower game. Okay? The higher lower game, we are going to play classic higher lower game. What gets Googled more? It's a very special day. It's a birthday show, all right? Let's do classic higher lower. Wayne Gretzky is searched 201,000 times monthly versus Springer Spaniel. Is Springer Spaniel searched more or less than Wayne Gretzky? What do people think? Most people think higher. I tend to agree. Let's go with Springer Spaniel. No, it's lower. Wow. All right, let's try again. Oh, God. Uh-oh. Jeez, this is not good. I almost want to skip this. Holocaust has 450,000 monthly searches. Vanos Gaming. I don't even know what Vanos Gaming is. Like, it has to be lower if I haven't heard of it, right? Lower? Let's see. Lower, thank God. Okay. All right, we got that one. Vanos Gaming versus To Kill a Mockingbird. That's tough. I mean, To Kill a Mockingbird is read in so many places. 300,000 searches a month. To Kill a Mockingbird. This one is tougher. A month, 300,000. My instinct is lower. No, it's higher. Oh, God. All right, let's do a couple more. Jim Carrey, 1.5 million monthly searches versus mental health. Jim Carrey hasn't even done a movie in who knows how long. And mental health, particularly in the pandemic, it's got to be mental health, right? What do people think? I can't imagine. Higher mental health? Yeah, let's do it. What? This is crazy. All right, let's try one more. Weightlift. How could there only be 40,000 searches for weightlifting versus taxi? This game's I'm doubting the accuracy of this game, guys. I'm going to say more for taxi, but who the hell knows? Yeah, okay. I mean, like, yeah. I guess they gave me an easy one. All right, we'll go until we get one wrong. Fine. Taxi versus epic rap battles. It's tough because how many people are searching epic rap battles versus how many people are having them recommended? Yeah. I'm going to go with lower. Okay. That's correct. 12,000. Epic rap battles versus 2020. I don't even know what that is. Why is it spelled? Does anybody know why it's spelled that way? 2020. I mean, I have no idea. And 12,000 is so low. Higher. Yeah, let's just try higher. It was the same, though, wasn't it? That was weird. Okay, 2020 versus France. France has to be searched more. I mean, there's no way, right? It's got to be higher. Okay, good. All right, now we've got a streak. France versus Muslim. Uh-oh. Okay. France versus Muslim. I think I'm going higher for Muslim. Nope, it's lower. Okay, well, what do I know? We got a 4, guys. We got a 4, and the average score is 3.2. All right, that is going to do it for me today. I want to thank everybody for joining me on this very special stream.
Oh, the bonus show where you want to make money, but everybody else that makes money to fund themselves is bad.
And remember, if you ever find yourselves feeling badly about yourselves,
thank your lucky stars every day you're not Dave Pakman.
Exactly. A cautionary tale from Alex Jones. Thanks to everybody for joining me. Predator22. You can use the code, and we'll see everybody very soon.